Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you to share a craft with me. I got this inspiration from Tattered Treasures, I believe her name is, but I'll be sure to confirm that and link it in the supply list or in the video description. But she made these cute what she calls corner huggers. And there's just these cute little cards. They measure, mine measure a little bit differently each one, but about 4.5 by 4.5, like almost squared. Probably a little bit shorter, but this one is just created with some cool little vintage paper. This was from a digital kit. I'm not gonna list these supplies because I already made them and it would be difficult for me to go back and find that. I did stitch around. I put some different lace, a little flower, and then it's a corner hugger because you put this other piece on the back and then this can now hang on your page very, very tightly. And so this would be on the corner, excuse me, on the right hand page. So that's the first one I made. And then this is the second one. Just a cute little piece of vintage shabby chic paper, and then a little bit of vine lace. I don't know, you call that lace, more like ribbon, I guess. And then again, it has a tuck. And this part behind, you do want it to be kind of cute because it is going to show on the other side of the page. So this would be one for the left-hand page. And this one is my third one. And again, it's just got a little bit of cute little embellishments just to kind of spice it up. The earth laughs in flowers, and it's got the bit of a tuck there. So those are what we're going to make today. I'm not going to make 3. I'm going to try to make 2, and we'll see how it goes. So I have already pre-gathered my supplies and cut them down to the size that I want. And again, excuse me, as I mentioned in my other video that you would have just seen, it's still difficult for me to kind of just on the fly collect my supplies, keep track of what I'm using so that I can actually link them. So I have sorted these and picked them out so I could make a list of all the supplies I used. So hopefully I won't have to do that always in the future, but right now this is a new medium for me, a new way of creating. So I want to be sure that I can link those things. So this one, we're going to be using this beautiful paper. This kind of gypsy looking woman. This is fragments, let's see, Fragments of Life. I'm not sure if that's the name of the shop or if that's the name of the picture, but I'll be sure to link it again. I just have my notes so that I can keep track. So I've just got some little bits of ephemera. Got a quote here, do what you love. It's a little bit of number ephemera, a little stamp, some lace from my supply, a button, and then this is the card that will go on the back corners. So for the other page, so we'll be using that. I am debating on sewing it. I always say I plan to do that, and then when I get in the midst of it, I don't. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So that's the first one. And then this is the second one. This is the card that I'm going to be using. This one's a little, the Gypsy Girl one is longer. It is 4 by 5. This one is 4 by 4.5. So this is a collage paper from Artie Mays. And it doesn't matter that it doesn't have anything on the back. I might put some coffee dyed paper or some book pages on the back just to spice it up or maybe another piece of it to make that back look better when I put the card on the back. This is the card that's going to go on the back side, so it will kind of go like this. I don't know which way I'll go, so I would definitely want to have something here to cover that. So I may even use a piece of the paper that's in my scraps from these sheets. So that's what I'm using there. I'm going to use this cute little girl. This is from my vintage files. And this is from Nostalgic Graphic Land, just a little card, because I thought it would be nice because it could be written on both ways if you wanted to use it as a writing spot. So a lace, a button, a little ruler. This is just a die cut bird from scraps that I did, and then a little ticket and another little coin circle thingy. So I think I'm going to start with this one just because I really, really like it. Oh, and I've got dried flowers for this one. We'll see if we use them. I haven't used dried flowers yet, so we'll definitely see. So I'm going to start by going ahead and inking up all of my pieces. I will speed up the video through this boring part. So just give me a Okay, so the inking is done. While I was doing that, I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to sew, and I think I will. So I'm just going to get my sewing machine ready here. It's off to the left in a much better place than it lived before, which will make it much easier for me to kind of just turn and sew them, but I'll do that off camera so you guys don't have to watch that. Not very good at it at this point. So the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and put our back on it. Now, I don't really like that. I'm going to cover that. This was a one that I printed on both sides. So let me grab a piece of, I don't really want anything too heavy. So I'm going to get some music page. So give me just a quick second, guys. Sorry. This is perfect. Found a music page. This is from my stash of vintage music sheet. Chili sauce. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cover the back of this first. So we're going to turn this over. Pepper sauce. I guess that's what we get. I'm going to try to get it in here where it's not on that. I must have tried to do a page, a signature out of that and change my mind. So go ahead and I'm just going to use my pencil to mark this off. It's easier. I know that it's going to go on the on those creases, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and pencil it out just in case. There we go. Forgot about the backs. I was trying to be so prepared. I should have cut off an even amount so I didn't have that margin there, but it's okay. It is okay. And maybe just be able to decorate the back of that. So get rid of these scraps. I think we'll put it, guess it doesn't really matter which way we go. I like that versus that. Nope, I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue. You know what? If I'm going to sew, I'm going to go ahead and use my glue stick. There we go. And when the gal, I think her name is Tanya from Tatty Treasures or I don't know. But she did, it seems like she sewed the front before she did put the stuff on the back, but I can't quite remember. I'm going to try to get all my stuff in place before I sew around because that just makes sense to me. So let me go ahead and just trim that little edge off. Okay, so that's beautiful. I just want to have everything in place before I sew, and I love that. I love that. This card is a little bit big now that I I don't want it to go all the way across, so I am going to cut off some of this. So let me just cut off about 1/2 inch. Let's see if we like that better. We'll make a nice little cluster. Yeah, I like that better. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this as well, just around the edges here, the top, just to hold it in place while I stitch it. There we go. Okay. Okay, let me just stitch this really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, she is all stitched. I'm not very good at it. Sewing on paper is very different than sewing on fabric. And I was trying to keep this margin really, really small because it does affect the tuckability. So now that is all secured on there. And so now we can just decorate. So I'm hoping to be able to do this in such a way that I'm not going to detract from our girl here because she is so beautiful. And I'm not too concerned about going over the edge or anything, but I think I'm going to use this. Oh, I wonder if I should do that. I wonder if I should put this on here and let that be a writing spot. You can't really get to it though, so that's not going to work. I'm not sure why I picked this other than I just like the little tattered edges. So we might do a little bit of collaging here, and I just want to kind of keep it in this corner so that I don't take away from our girl. And I think I'm going to put some of the lace on the top or have it hang down like this. That might be a little bit thick, or wide rather. I'm going to trim that down. This is from an old scarf that I had in my closet I don't wear. So I think I'm going to just tear this up a little bit and just kind of have it be a piece of collaging, which I could have probably used a scrap, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I do have a tear ruler, and I'm kind of taking away from the edge of this paper by doing this. That was really silly. Maybe I will try to use my tear ruler so I can retain some of this. Where's my tear ruler? Ah. Let's try this again, Renee. Let's see if we can manage this, if I can get a hold of it. It's too tight there, so plan B. How about we tear this edge? We can have this hang over a little bit. How about that? That would be okay, because then I can get that. I love that edge, except my pocket's on this side, so that would work because it's going to tuck on the left-hand side of the page. And so I'm liking this, just having that kind of crossover, hang over, crossover. Oh boy. I hope you're ready for a wild ride here as I figure out what I want to do here. I just love all these little elements. This is a little bit big too, but I think it's going to be okay to have it hang over. So I think I'll put that there. And let's see what we want to do here. Oh, I love that. Love, love, love that. Let me just clip this here. Yes, definitely. Okay, we're going to start by gluing this stuff down, otherwise I'm going to forget where I'm trying to put it. So let me get this lace on. And I'm going to put it directly on the paper because it's difficult. It's difficult. Oh my goodness, what is on my glue? This happened to me yesterday when I was creating too. I don't know what is the black stuff that I'm seeing here. Oh, come on. That's really weird. I'm too worried it's not going to show. It's just kind of strange. Because I have this, but it doesn't have anything. I thought maybe it was something in the bottom of this, but there's nothing in there to make it icky. So it's a mystery. I'm going to put that on there, like so. Trim this little edge off. And I wonder if I want this one instead. I kind of like the reds and yellows in this piece, so we're going to use this. Yep. Just knocking stuff all over. Oh, goodness. I like that. I wonder if I can still bring this up a little bit further, because I want that edge, the bottom edge of this kind of goldish lace to show a little bit more, like so. There we go. A little bit of fraying going on there since I cut it. Okay, so now let's get some of these pieces in place. Otherwise I'm gonna lose track of what I'm doing here. Put the straight edge out. I don't want it to stick out too much, but that's probably good. I'm gonna get that glue off the back though. That's gonna look funny, but that's okay. Maybe we can ink that. I didn't think about that. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe I could grab something to do that with. We might do that. Or grab another piece of the paper. In fact, let me do that really quick. I've got those scraps all sitting here, so let's see if we can find one that would fit. Because I don't like that. I'm not going to like that. So how about that? Grab my pencil. A little snip snip. Yeah, that's going to be better. I don't want that to be, I don't want that to look like that. Oh, I need to ink this. Okay, I am going to use the Fabri-Tac just because I'm going over this lace as well. Still. Yeah, that's better. It's a little bit wide here, so I need to, oh, goodness gracious, Renee. Can we take this off and try again? Oh, you guys, thank you for your patience as I figure this out. Goodness. Let's just cut that little sliver off. Hopefully that won't be too much. Ah, upside down. Got a parody of crafting going on here. Now we're a little over on the other side, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. As I tell myself, it doesn't have to be perfect. So now we're going to go ahead and use our art glitter glue and attach this bit. It actually, yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to put it on this base here. Oh, shoot. Guys, it's early in the morning here, and it's summer vacation, and I'm clearly not planning very effectively here. So, because I want some of that other stuff below to show. So we're going to just go like this. And I grabbed the wrong glue. Oh boy. Doesn't really matter though. There we go. Straighten that out. There we go. It's almost going to be can be put on pretty much a blank page. This is really nice. So I do want to snip that off. That's bugging me. that little sliver there. There we go. That's okay. But now I've got that piece hanging over. Oh, Lordy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I need to think about that a second. I really didn't think that through. Actually, let me just fix it now. Let's see what else we can find here. This is quite a parody here, isn't it? I better just fix it now, otherwise I'll lose track of what I'm doing. So we'll just put another piece on this edge. It'll be okay. And I think we'll just go right here and just cut another strip. Kind of maladaptive, isn't it? But that'll work. Kind of looks like I did it on purpose, right? Not. It's okay. It's just junk journaling. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. There we go. Oh my goodness. I need to ink that though because my edges are not even because I didn't actually measure or cut straight. So, but this is where inking the edges is just a beautiful, beautiful thing because you can just cover up where those things did not overlap correctly. So that's okay. It's not what I intended, but maybe I'll put a little bit of something there on the back side. Whew. My goodness. So let's see, do we want to put, I think I want to put this up here. Maybe a little bit of that lace as well, or this, yeah, whatever you call this from my scarf. Like so, yep. When I do the second one, I'll be thinking differently about those backs, that's for sure. I don't know where my mind was. I like those little frayed edges, so we're gonna go with that. I put my little butterfly rose ephemera here. This is from My Porch Prints. It's the mini ephemera. Mini as in small. I like that. It's crowding her face a little bit, but it's okay. And it ties the top in with the bottom, which I like. And then we've got this little number thing. Is this straight? Goodness gracious. Let me just check this out. Yeah, it's not bad. Might be a little bit off. My art glitter glue. I like the ephemera to overlap and kind of give that clustered look. So we're gonna yep. Makes it a little bit heavy and thick, but that's okay. I like the layers. So where do I want to put the quote? We could just put it right here. I actually like that. Kind of wish I'd put it here where that that one was, but I didn't. So let's go ahead and get this on. I don't know why I grabbed the Fabri-Tac. It doesn't matter one bit. There we go. I really don't like how that's crowding her face though. It'll do. Now I've got this button that I just thought would be perfect. So where do we want that? Right here? Yep. Use Fabri-Tac here. We'll be ready to move on to the second one. There we go. So here she is. in all her imperfection. So again, because of the size of this, this would actually be really perfect for just a coffee dyed page because this is pretty large. I didn't really think too much about the ephemera that I picked that made this need to be stuck out so much. I'm going to ink these edges on the back side too while I'm at it. There we go. That's better. So that is corner tuck, corner pocket, corner hugger number 1. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2, which is right here. Hopefully this one will. Okay, those are all inked. We'll see, we might go a little bit simpler with the layout on this one. I got a little bit out of hand on the other one. So this is my back. So just this cute postcard. The back is not going to matter, but this does not have anything on the back. So I want to be sure and cover that. I think this time I'm just going to grab, let's see if I've got a piece of, that's all torn up. Let me just grab another piece of this scrap. Is it big enough? It is big enough. Okay, let me just put this on here. I don't want that to be white, so that's the reason for that. So I don't want to use art glitter glue because I'm going to sew. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because you don't want to get your needle all inked up. So that was the theory anyway. Trying to position this a little bit so that I get some of what I want on the other side. Just trim this up. See, sometimes I print on the back of my digitals and others are not printed on. So that is much better. I like that. So yeah, I like that. This is going to be covered up. I actually wanted it the other way, but that's okay. So let's just think about where maybe if I put this under her, that would be a better use of this card. So I can go off the edge a little bit if I want to. Just want to think about. Actually, I'm not going to do that again. That was a disaster. Trying to go off the edge. So that was not well planned at all on my part. So I think we're just going to do this and just kind of layer her up there. And oh, I need to sew though. So let me get this back piece on first. Already losing my way. So this one we did, where's the one I just finished? This one we did as a left page corner hugger. So this one we're going to make a right page corner hugger. So it's going to go on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on this, and then, whoops, I just want it around the edge though, Renee. Goodness gracious. was not bright. I wonder if I even need to do that. I probably don't. Let me just put it in the sewing machine. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I have stitched around this. That worked out fine. I don't think I need to be gluing those because I just held it from the back, which is the piece I was sewing onto it, and it worked just fine. So now we've got our right page corner tuck, so that's beautiful. So now we can decorate. Trying not to go off of the edges. I don't know if I want this whole thing. Yeah, I do. I do. Let's go ahead and get this down. Didn't cap my glue. And again, this piece, as you can see from the back, is from Nostalgic Graphic Land. But I'll be sure to link all of these supplies in my supply list. So let's go ahead. I want to see that stitching, so I'm going to kind of keep it down here a little bit. I didn't really like that red on the envelope, so I don't mind sacrificing that in this situation. So, oops. What did you do, Renee? I think that'll be okay. I do want it to go over the edge a little bit. I tucked that up too far. But because I've got color on the back of this, it actually looks like it's part of that, so it is okay. So I'm just going to go around here. It's going to cover up my stitching though. Oh well, the best laid plans, you know what they say. All right. I'm not going to make contact there anyway, but that's okay. There we go. I just use this is one of my mixed media towels, so I just keep it right here so that I'm not going through paper towels like nobody's business. Oh, that's not very far up. Ah! Can I move it? Nope. Boy, that was not real bright. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to cut that edge off because that was pointless, in my opinion. That's okay. I love the imperfection of doing this kind of art, and mixed media art is my passion, but I love that we can just kind of improvise and fix, and it's not a big deal. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So now we have this little ticket, and we have, I want to do a little bit of collaging. I think maybe I'll use this scrap. And kind of want to see those numbers and some of that, those bits on the end, so like so. And then we want to think about, I don't know if I want to use the ruler. I kind of like it, but I don't know if it's too much. You know what, I am going to use it. I'm going to cut it off at the end of the 8-inch mark. I'm going to tuck that under there. And we've got a little bird. And we have a button and we have some lace. So I put the lace on the bottom of the other one, so I think I'll go a little bit different on this and put it at the top, except it does, see if I can, what it looks like if I do this. Sorry guys, I just realized I'm off camera. Goodness. Yeah, I think I need to glue it to the other side so that I have the effect without, or maybe I need a different piece of lace. Let me grab a different piece that's a little bit more solid. Yeah, I like that. I kind of do want it on this side. Well, it's neither here nor there. It's fine. We'll put it on the other side. create a little bit of interest on this side as well. And it's okay to change your mind, guys. Even if you have something in your head that you know you want to do, it's okay to change your mind. So I'm just going to hold that a bit for that to kind of set. Hopefully. Video is not as long as I thought it would be for doing 2 of these. I tend to be a little bit slow, but it's going okay. Oh, I like that. I'm going to cut this side off. And we're going to cut this side off. Perfect. Awesome. I like that. Because I didn't want it to affect her face. She's just so, so beautiful. So let's go ahead and put this down. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's the wrong one. And this ruler is from Iralamija. She was some of the first printables I ever bought in my art journey, and I'll be sure to link her. She's got some really beautiful stuff in her shop. So, oops. Let's go put that right there. Wipe this up. There we go. And then what do we decide? We wanted this here. We do need to think about where we want this. Maybe down there. We've got room, so. Going to be an exciting weekend at our house. We've got 7 grandchildren, and 5 of them are coming for a sleepover camp out in our backyard tomorrow night, Friday night. So, whew, it wears this Grammy and Papa out, though, I tell ya. It's quite exhausting, but we love them very much. So, I like the little bird. I think it needs to be standing on something, though, don't you think? I think it needs to be like it's standing on something. It's kind of going the wrong direction, too. Maybe we don't. I think just right there. I'm not going to fuss over it too much. Whoops. It's not a big deal. Maybe here. I like that. Don't think I actually got glue under that tail, but I'll come back and do that. I had cut out this coin, but I'm not entirely sure that we need it. There's a lot going on. Unless I put it down here and put the button on it, which is possible. I like that. We'll do that. Got the little bird there too. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac for the button. I trust it, so probably not necessary to use that, but I don't know if the button's the best choice there. In fact, I'm going to move it. I don't like it. But the little bird coin is okay. Just going to get some of that glue off. How about we put the button up here? And then where do we want to put this now that I've completely covered every... I'm going to have to grab a different quote. Give me just a second. That one's a little bit too big now for what I've got here. So I just need to reach over here and find... Oh, I've got tiny words. I think I'll use the tiny words. I believe these are from Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals, I believe is the name of her place. But these will be nice. Let's see. I don't want those tiny ones. I want the kind of medium ones. Woodland Walk, Botanical, no. Flora and Fauna, no. Beautiful Things. There we go. It doesn't need a big quote like that. I was just kind of grabbing what spoke to me at the time, and it's nice to be able to change our minds about this stuff too. There we go. All right. Beautiful Things right there. Okay. I don't think I got any glue on the foot either, the feet of this bird, which could be problematic when it gets in a journal because they'll lift and create problems. So, and the same with the tail. Oh, I got it on the tail. It must have been the feet that I didn't. So there we go. There is number 2. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then there's the back. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you'll check back. I am really feeling a lot more comfortable in the medium now that I've done it a little bit on my own and then putting some tutorials up. So I plan on doing another one here in a couple of days. I also am going to do a mixed media piece, which if you're into mixed media, art journaling and things like that, you can check it out. But anyway, thank you so much. Hope you're having a fantastic summer and you're not getting too scorched. It's going to be between 105 and 110 degrees here on Saturday. And we're in Washington State, which is just unprecedented. We don't get those temperatures usually until late summer, July, August, and we are not even at the end of, not even through June yet. So it's really, really crazy. So it's gonna be hot. So I hope you're staying cool where you are. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.